Okay. Well, Julio's not showing up. Okay. We'll see if sensors pops up.
Okay.
But I wanted to teach the technique. All right, pull up a scenario if you can screen share for me.
Oh, I'm in the Apex sim right now, but I could leave it real quick.
Yeah, just see.
Okay, I'll do that in a second.
What was the was it this one? Oh, yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, give me a second. I'm playing the new launch royale mode. It's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just warm me up.
Ugh. I thought Dollar Shave Club just made razors.
Have you played the new Apex update?
Yeah, it's fun,
How do
but
you like it?
I just get bored with Apex. So I'm just bored with Apex in general. So I'm
That's right.
not the best person to ask. The only thing I really want is like a really difficult rank mode.
I know, right? That's what I agree.
The only thing I
I
want.
agree with that.
I don't give a fuck about any other like kind of update. I'd rather wait like a half hour for a good lobby, you know what I mean? Instead of like
Yeah.
just 50 shitty lobbies where you're just carrying people the whole time to fucking master or pred and then just like 3 stack preds aping fucking dog shit diamonds.
All right. I died.
Okay.
Let me go to Apex. Or not Apex. Kovacs.
Yeah. I'm gonna teach you 2 different things, but we'll focus on one
Okay.
thing for now. Um, let's see here. We'll do text.
All right. Trim Kovacs.
Yeah. Keep practice. And we'll do yeah, bring up scenario that you it's like a comfort scenario for you.
This one's. Yeah. This I like this one.
Yeah,
This one's pretty good.
cool. You screen sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. What is it? All right, start over. All
Pass you tracks move extra small.
right, start over. Go.
Oh, do you want me to track it?
Yeah, just play it normally.
Okay.
Play it a couple times.
Good spot. sec right now.
That's okay. We'll do it 2 more times, and then we'll go into what I'm about to go into.
Okay. Let me clean my mouse pad.
Demo Tori never fucking plays this scenario. If he did, he'd be destroying everybody.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hello, hello.
He
Hello,
teaching
Hello,
parkour.
parkour cuts.
So he's
You're
doing.
teaching parkour? Really? You know parkour?
He's my nephew, dude.
Oh, wow, you missed that joke, huh? Straight over your head.
Yeah, I'm short.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm streaming, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. What is those sound effects, dude?
There's 7 of them. Oh,
This is the most parkour cat fucking sound effects I've ever heard in my life. It's if you ask
I'm
me, like,
recovering from being shocked by my power outlet mentally. Yeah, it was traumatizing. I went to pull out my phone charger, and I just got fucking zapped. Fucking crazy.
damn.
at first I thought you were gonna say fork. I was like, oh, that's
Okay.
not good.
Okay.
No.
So, it was actually I almost got kicked out of a dentist's office when I was a kid because my brother and I did that on purpose. Okay. So, yeah, we saw it on TV. We were like, "This is gonna hurt, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, I'll do it." I just got blown back. Okay. Here's the deal. We're gonna go over visualization, and I think just the methods that are wrong with it, right? So it's gonna be more like trance rather
You're
than like
back.
meditation, right? Like
Okay.
like most people think of meditation as like this thing where you sit down and you do all this work, you know what I mean? And you have to like get into this state. It's not. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you how to get into a trance state, and you can get into it really, really fast, right? So I'm gonna have you close your eyes, just relax your
Okay.
body, you know,
Yeah.
just close your eyes, relax your body, and you're going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Stop. Okay, so that's one easy way to get into it, but you know what it feels like. It's like a sinking feeling, right? You're kind of getting
Yeah.
into a flow state. So I want you to imagine the feeling of getting into a flow state, right? How
I
does your
actually do that a lot.
keep your eyes closed
Um.
and keep your eyes
Oh.
closed, all right?
Yeah.
Just focus on the feeling. That's all I want you to do is just focus on the feeling of what it's like to be in a flow state, whatever that means to you, okay? Where things
Okay.
are optimal and you were responding with calmness but precision. Things were smooth, okay? Now, the trick is, I don't want this to be something that you do as a marathon, right? Like with meditation, you do it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It's not going to be that. All I want you to do is practice getting into this state, just getting into it, like slipping, like instead of diving into the pool, I want you to dip your toes into the water, maybe up to your
Okay.
knees. And that's it. That's all we're doing. Up to your ankles, up to your feet. That's it. Just a little bit at a time. And then you're going to pull back out after the scenario. Okay. So I want you to practice breathing before you play and getting into that flow state. Get get yourself into it. And you don't have to do a full dive, just a little bit. And every time you go into it, you are it's going to be much easier for you. It's going to be much easier for you to focus. It's going to take less effort. Everything is going to feel easy to you. I want you to imagine you playing this scenario. Just visualize it. Keep your eyes closed. Focus on your breathing and just focus on the feeling. Don't think about it, just feel. Okay? Now open your eyes. I want you to play the scenario. Maintain that state.
Okay.
Focus on your breathing. You don't have to focus on the target at all. Just focus on yourself. Okay, cool. You pretty much
It was
replicated
a
it.
lot
Now,
more smoother.
yeah, now I want you to do this. I want you to close your eyes again. I want you to
Okay.
visualize what you just did, right? And I want you to think about playing that much better than you could ever have played it, right? I want you to think about the sounds. I want you to feel the sounds. I want you to feel your bullets hitting the target more. Okay?
Okay.
And I want you to take as much time as you can just visualizing it.
Do I need to breathe?
Yeah, you should always breathe or else you're gonna die.
I know. I know. I mean, like
The
the
fuck are you
technique.
talking about? All right, just keep focusing. Again, you're not focusing on the target or even the scenario. I just want you to focus on yourself and what it feels like for you in your own body to hit way more, right? Because you hit it with a 48% accuracy or 50% accuracy. I want you to think about hitting it with 60% accuracy. The sounds that it
Okay.
makes,
On.
what it feels like, how much you're dragging on the target, just what your arm feels like, what your body feels like. And just think about it in your whole being, right? Just relax into it. When you're ready, do it. There's no pressure. It's okay. Just focus on yourself. Focus on the flow state. You're dipping yourself into the water. That's it. Not diving completely, just dipping.
Okay, I'm gonna try. On my, it's weird when you're close your eyes and then you open them for
Yeah, you feel the
more.
pressure. Yeah, just relax into
Yeah.
it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, keep going.
I
Just
did
keep
bad in the beginning,
try it
but
again.
I did bad. Yeah.
Keep going. Just
Let
keep
me
going.
wipe my mouse pad down.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Just
Physical
focus on
abs.
your yeah, just focus on your mental state. Like, don't even worry about
Just
the
breathing.
scenario. Yeah, just think about like you like kind of dipping your toes in the water. That's it. You don't have to swim. Just dip your toes. It's about practicing getting into that flow state. That's what I want you to practice more than anything else.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, nice.
There you go. Nice, right? Cool. So
Yeah.
I want you to have higher quality runs, and you can get into those runs like right away, right? So
Okay.
this is what I want you to practice. I want you to get into these kinds of runs where instead of just grinding out like scenario after scenario, I want you to focus on that. So I want you to focus on your mental
Quality over
state.
quantity.
Yeah, and this is what it means by quality over quantity. Okay, so what you're doing right now is you are practicing, right? If you look at my screen in Discord,
Uh-huh. I have a question.
mm-hmm.
Do you think I could like do this in ranked games to have more like?
Yes,
Ooh.
you can
Okay.
do this outside of ranked games. Now, you can do this when you're VOD reviewing somebody, and then you just pause it and you close your eyes and you replay that scenario in your head just over and over
Okay.
again, and you take your time and you embody that thing. Okay. So the thing is though, when you're doing a run, right? When you're doing a scenario, that's practice, right? You're physically doing the work, right? The thing
Yeah.
is though, most people think that's the same thing as learning, but practice isn't the same thing as learning, right?
No.
So this is like you are correcting technique. You're correcting technique, and that's really it, right? And you're putting in the hours. However,
Yeah.
this is my thing, right? This is the thing I want to talk about. Learning is done during rest.
Oh, I agree.
Okay. So this is why sleep is
I've
really
been trying to
important.
get a lot more better rest recently.
Mm-hmm. And quality sleep. But you can simulate rest through either meditation or I call it trance. It's easier to get into a trance state. Because like meditation is like, diving into the pool, right? The whole pool.
Yeah.
But a trance state is just a little bit of the pool,
That word sounds cooler too.
right? Trance. You're only
Yeah.
in
It
in the
sounds
pool for
very
a little bit, right? So what's
yeah.
happening is, I'll show you something. The thing is though, like when you're doing practice, okay, this is your brain, right? That's your brain. These are all the dots. Like these are your neurons, right? These are your
Okay.
neural cells, basically your neurons in your brain. Each of these are like data points, right? They're like Watson nodes, basically, right? So
Okay.
what's happening is what we can do is this copy V. Cool. What's happening is this. So practice is this. You're gaining more nodes, right? You're gaining more Watson nodes, right?
Uh-huh.
You're gaining more. But the thing is that learning is connecting those nodes together. Oopsies.
Knew
right?
it.
Learning is connecting these nodes together, right? Those are the neural pathways.
So would you say ranked is practice and scrims is like learning the
Mm.
same as Vader view?
No, I think everything that
Or
you do physically with your body is like practice, right? But
I get
learning,
that.
but learning is like taking the information that you got from like your practice and then like adapting to it, right? And like
Yeah.
making connections on your own. Okay. So that's why I want you to like, so from now on, I don't want your focus to be like, yes, you definitely need to focus on the practice, right? Practicing the scenario, right? You definitely want to
Mhm.
practice the scenario, right? And you want to give it some sense of focus. But this is only step one,
Oh wow.
okay? We need to introduce step two, which is learning, which is
Okay.
like taking all those things that you've learned, the technique, and then connecting them, right? And so that way, and the easiest way to do that is like with flow state, right? Because instead of like thinking about like this might be one this node right here might be your hand placement, right?
Okay.
And then this node over here might be fingertip, right? And then this might be your reading, like your ability to read the target. And this might be
Yeah.
the target itself, right? And like reactivity. So like you have all these things that you're like thinking about at the same time and you're kind of overwhelming yourself, right? And this is actually a trick. This is an issue with you. Like these are all leaves, right? You don't want
Yeah, the
leaves, you want
leaves are
branches. You want a tree, right?
we're we're back to the leaves.
Exactly. We're back to the leaves in the tree. These are all leaves. What you want to do is you want to paint a forest, right? You want to paint a tree. You want to connect all of these together, right? And that's where the flow state thing comes in. That trance state.
So when you're connecting all of these, it's like subconscious.
Yeah, but the thing is that what's cool is look, you're just holding it all together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not thinking about, you're ignoring that. These kind of like fuzz out, you know? They become like a
Okay.
little bit fuzzy and you're just focusing on the feeling, right? But you're also like mostly focusing on yourself. That's the trick. And being
Okay.
the
Yeah.
kind of person that like can get into that mode. So like what we're really practicing is slipping into flow state. Is like that's what we're really practicing. I think like that's better than just focusing on the scenario. Because if you can practice getting into flow state consistently, you know, not just in Apex or aim training, you can like replicate like almost anything and you can visualize anything. So the next time you're in that situation, that aim scenario or whatever, if you visualize it beforehand, you can dominate, you know. This is something I
And
like.
this chart actually shows right here. Look at this consistency.
Hmm?
The consistency of this
Yeah.
proves. I actually used to do this before. I thought I kept doing it, but apparently I stopped.
Yeah, I think this is more important than like almost anything, right? If you want like
I
consistent
agree.
growth, this is the thing because we're not like we're not trying to gain our hand, we're trying to improve ourselves. And like the easiest way to
Yeah.
yeah, so we're not like trying to improve this. Okay, that's the trick, right? That's the difference. We're not trying to improve the scenario and our scores. We're trying to improve ourselves. And that's such a small, like, it might seem like an inconsequential difference, but like all of these are just tools to improve us as like people, you know?
Yeah.
So you close your eyes, you get into the flow state. And sometimes you don't need to close your eyes. Just get into that flow state, you know, whatever that means to you. And just get into it like dip yourself, you know, below the wave or whatever, and then just get into it, right? Now you can do the
Yeah.
same thing with like sentinel shots, right? I was practicing with sentinel shots instead of like, you know, like practicing my dynamic clicking or whatever for like 20 minutes before Apex. All I did was like focus, like before the game even started, I just closed my eyes and I visualized my sentinel shots and like the feeling it would take, right?
You know
Like,
Rafe Crew?
yeah, yeah. Faith Crew's the best.
Rafe Crew made a video on visualization, and I did it once, and it was like like one of the best things.
Yeah. The thing is, though,
It
like
was
a
crazy.
visualization can get into anything, into everything. I think it's
Yeah.
just like one of the most underrated things. And I think I think this is 10 times more um okay, so when people say like quality over quantity when it comes to aim training, like they don't actually they're never specific with their
Yeah.
meaning, right? Like what the fuck does that mean? Like quality over quantity, you know? Like this is what it means. It's just
It
I
means
guess
you're
this is one way
focusing
to
on the scenario more.
yeah, but you're not just focusing on the scenario, but you're focusing on yourself,
Yeah,
right?
yourself. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So just like get into that, like just visualize more. Like you don't have to grind out like 20 scenarios or whatever. Just get better at visualization. Like, and you can
There's
kind of
actually this
just,
book I'm reading.
hmm
Sorry. There's this book I'm reading called The Art of Learning,
yeah, by
which
Josh
talks about
Waitzkin.
visualization, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that book?
Yeah, I read it like, a couple of times over like a decade ago, you know,
Oh wow.
probably
It's a
like,
long book.
probably long before you were born. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe before
Probably.
you were born. Yeah, when I was like around your
Do you have
age.
any book recommendations? I like reading.
Just finish that. I'm a big rereader. I think like really learning and mastering one thing really well
Hmm.
is more beneficial to like yes, you should learn a lot of things, right? But like the
Yeah.
things that you're interested in, have those be the core. So here, look it back on my screen again. So we're gonna get
Oh yeah,
into
I'm
something
watching.
else. Okay. So this is your brain, right?
Hmm.
This is your brain, whatever. And what are okay, this is the apex part of your brain. Let's do that. This is apex, right? What other things are you interested in your life?
Cats.
Cats? What are things that like, okay, are there sports or music or
Uh, I like
anime?
hockey.
You like hockey? Have you played
My
hockey?
brother plays hockey. No,
But you like hockey,
actually, I
right?
have I have played hockey before, but I
Okay.
can't anymore.
But are you interested in like learning the ins and outs of hockey and all that stuff? And like
Uh,
how plays are made?
I haven't really looked more much into it.
Okay. What about outside of
I like
Apex? Before
uh
Apex?
before
What are the
Apex.
things that you think about that excite you? It can be
Hmm.
art, it can be anime, it could be anything.
I
What are the things that
played
you think about?
Roblox.
Yeah, do you like Roblox?
Yeah, I played a lot of Roblox.
And it was something you thought about even outside the game?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this is your Roblox mind, right?
Okay.
So I think a lot of people, what they do is they mistake is they keep these two parts separate, right? This is something I've been trying to teach like one of the teams I coach, right? Is that with Apex, you're connecting only Apex related things together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what you want to do is you want to connect it to things you already think about that you've already developed in your brain. Let's say
How do you do
Roblox.
that?
I'll show you. Okay.
Okay.
So what these pathways are the thing that's important. It's not just the neurons. Like it's the pathways. It's like a Watson fence, right? If you have the nodes
Yeah.
up, but there's like no fence connecting it, right? Then it's kind of useless, right? So
Yeah.
if you have nodes with like no fence, then
They're
imagine
just
if I just put
nodes.
up a bunch of nodes and like it's a useless Watson fence. It's the same thing. So when you're making these connections in your brain, right? That's the neural pathway. Like those are the things that make you connect things much faster, right? So if I that's how you associate with things and you develop things much faster rather than on their own. So a good example is if I say dog, what do you immediately think of?
A dog.
Okay. What else do you think of? Just say what's on your mind.
Like a dog.
Okay. Is there anything you associate a dog with?
Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu.
Okay. If I say
A
Shiba
dog breed.
Inu, what do you think of that? What
Doge.
is Doge? Okay, what's after Doge?
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin, right? So you have dog right here, and then Doge, and then Dogecoin. And what's Dogecoin?
Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency, right? This is the crypto part of your brain. You see that?
I actually did this once. Do you want to see one of my things? Wait.
Hold on. Let's finish this first, okay? You have
Oh,
insane ADD. Okay. So, what you want to do is we want to take all of these connections and use the connections you've already developed, is what I'm trying to say. You are losing a lot of Watson fences. You are losing the opportunity to make a lot more connections with things that you already know so you can get to things faster. Okay? So
okay.
so you have this part of your brain, which is the Roblox or hockey or whatever. And then you have this part of your brain, which is apex, and they're not connecting at all. They're completely separate. I think this will help you considerably because you have a difficult time like connecting things together, and you keep asking people for advice like over and over again. You ask everybody for advice, and
Yeah.
you just don't know how to connect it. And they tell you the same thing, and you hear stuff that you've already heard before. Right? You don't need
Oh,
more
100.
knowledge. What you need more is insight. You don't need more information. Okay? Like
What do you mean
you
by insight?
Okay. So insight. So see these nodes, right? Okay, we'll do it again. Here's the brain, right? This is all the
Uh,
knowledge that you have, right?
okay, so I have those. I have
Okay.
that knowledge.
This is all the knowledge that you have. You don't need more knowledge. What you need is insight. You need to connect these things together. Okay? Make connections on your own. Epiphanies, understanding. Is this confusing at all to you?
Understanding how it works. A
You
little
need to
bit.
make it your own, right? So, how do you do that? You take things that you've already developed, right? Which is your Roblox experience, and you connect it here. I want you to think about similarities, right? Like cover usage in Apex. How is like when you played Roblox, think about your cover usage in Roblox. Close your eyes and just visualize that. Think about the first thing that pops up in cover usage. The times that you could use cover, the times that you shouldn't use cover, and kind of rules that you made for yourself. And now imagine that in Apex, right? Different scenarios and connect those two
Yeah.
together. Okay. And then I want you to try to connect Apex to almost everything in your life, right? And find your own insights. You can open your eyes again. So,
Okay.
like if you hear something that's not Apex related, I want you to try to connect it to things you already know. And I want you to form your own understanding, right? So what you have is knowledge, which is these little dots, right? But
Yeah.
you don't need any more knowledge at this point. It's really about making these connections and then figuring out which of these connections you need to develop more, right? Because some of these connections you
Okay.
want to connect multiple times. So that way your brain thinks about it faster, right?
Oh, like Ethernet.
Exactly, like Ethernet. Right now you're trying to operate on Wi-Fi, right? You have one
Yeah.
dot here and one dot here, and they're just like, you know what I
Going
mean?
slow.
Exactly. It's super, super
Yeah, they're
slow.
not connecting.
Yeah, you're really, really slow to make connections. So try to build your own Ethernet, right? And things that you're already interested in. Like, do you watch anime at all? You sound like an anime guy, right?
No.
Okay, do you watch TV shows at all? Movies?
Um, not really.
Okay. You like reading books, right? So
Yeah.
take the things that you've read from the book and apply to Apex. Don't just read it in a vacuum, right? Don't
Oh,
just like
yeah.
read this thing over here. I want you to connect these points together. And even if you think that there's no connection, just leave it there and then kind of walk away from it and then visualize it later. And like, oh, there might be a connection between this point and that point. Okay?
So when you're doing this, do you like actively, or like not actively, but like, do you have the thought in your head about what you read and what you're trying to like apply?
Yeah, I think you kind of play around with the idea. Instead of forcing it, you just play with the idea.
Yeah.
Like little, you have blocks in your hand and you try to smash it together to see if it actually fits. You know, you have like a
Yeah.
action figure and like a Barbie doll, and then you try to like mix and match like the parts. You know, like, will this turn into a
I
weird
know exactly
cyborg,
what you're
right?
talking about. Yeah.
So that's why I want you to develop. I want you to start developing your own understanding of things with the things that you already know. I don't want you. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't want you to seek out new information. Okay. Like if you
So what
get new
about, like,
info, if
bother viewing?
that's fine. Listen, if new information comes to you, that's okay, right? But the thing is,
Okay.
so the way you learn, Cat, is like you learn things in isolation. You know, I want you to start connecting
Okay.
things together, right? Like if you see somebody in ring 5, right? I want you to think about how that connects to things in ring 1. Or if you watch somebody in TSM, I want you to think about how does that like connect with somebody you saw in Fnatic, right? And then just outside of
Oh, like
Apex,
players?
it doesn't matter. I want you to connect things that have nothing to do with anything with each other.
Anything. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. It's going to be a little difficult at first, but the thing is, so like most people think this is really frustrating and difficult, but it can be exciting, right?
It
If you do this,
sounds
if you
either
do,
way.
yeah, if you do this properly, if you do this the wrong way, you're going to be super frustrated and you're going to force things and your brain's going to like catch on fire, right? If you do this the right way, if you play around with ideas, you will connect things together that you never would have thought before. You could be like eating a hot dog, and like the way like a hot dog is like shaped or whatever, or like with the bun and how it's connecting with the bun. You might be like, oh, wait a minute, this reminds me of like ring 4 rotations for some reason, and it's going to bring you insight. Okay.
I this might be like how business, like, people who make businesses get ideas.
Yeah, that's how Einstein thought of the general theory of relativity.
Oh, wow.
He had a dream about sledding at the speed of light. That's it. So he took the speed of the concept of the speed of light and then sledding and then moving at that speed, right? So he had a dream about two
Yeah.
things. And remember, that's dreaming. That's him sleeping. That's him learning. That is him making
Yeah.
connections to things. So I want you to focus more on connections now, making connections rather than getting new knowledge. Make more Watson fences, create your own Ethernet, stop using Wi-Fi. Okay?
Okay.
So the primary thing is like focus on that, like okay, on a macro level, focus on like just play around. You're going to be wrong a lot. That's the funny thing. Oh, it's okay with being
Yeah.
wrong. Like I wonder if this fits together. Oh, it doesn't fit together, right? But then when you do get two things that fit together, it's going to feel like you're the one who made it up, right? It's going to feel like your own. And even if you didn't make it up, if somebody else has already made it up, no one can take that away from you because you developed it on your own, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then on a micro level, when you're practicing, I just want you to take 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds before each run and before each game. And hell, even in the middle of a game, if you're doing nothing, just visualize. Just like close your eyes for like 5 seconds or don't close your eyes and just practice getting into a flow state. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Um, I'm just, like, trying to think of, like, how to put stuff together.
No, you won't. I mean, like, I think you don't have to force it at all. It's something that you can kind of
Okay.
just like piece together.
So if
Um,
it doesn't fit, then it goes just
yeah,
go
I
to the
mean,
next
just
one.
try it. Just test it out,
Yeah.
right? So if there's like something that you've been kind of focusing on with Apex lately, right? Like your cover usage, new angles, that kind of a thing, or your
I
timing.
actually was thinking about that, the cover usage recently.
Yeah. And then think about the times in Roblox that you had cover usage and like when it applied there and like the kind of principles that you made from there, like rules, little rules you gave yourself or learning experiences that you had, right? And then just try to
From
connect those things.
Roblox?
Yeah, from Roblox. Something that's completely
From Roblox?
unrelated.
Yeah. I've learned a lot of smoothness from it.
There you go. So take the things that like may seemingly have nothing to do with each other and connect them. Okay?
Okay.
And just test it out. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna work on it like excitedly, and maybe you'll try like smashing together like 50 different things and only like two of them actually fit for now. And then you'll walk away from it and then you'll have a shower thought. Like you'll have a shower, you'll be on the can, like taking a shit. And you're like, oh,
Oh
wait a minute,
yeah,
I can
shower
connect.
thoughts.
Exactly. You're gonna like, oh shit, like this thing and this thing connect with each other. That's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have more epiphanies.
Okay. Just takes time probably.
All right, let's do another scenario. We'll do it 5 more
Okay.
times.
Control spear or
I don't care, whatever.
okay.
So just get into it.
Yeah. Give me a
Pause.
second.
Just pause it and just take your time, as much time as you want to get into the flow state, and then start doing it.
Okay. Okay. This one's really bad.
Okay,
That's bad.
close your eyes. No, it's okay. All you're doing is gathering data. Just think about how you're messing up and how you want to
Yeah.
improve. That's
I'm
all you
also
gotta do.
just still thinking about like I got like a new mouse recently, and
Mhm.
I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just focus on feeling. Don't think too much. Just
Yeah.
focus on feeling and replicating that feeling. Okay? You know what it feels like. You hit that with what? 50% accuracy? You know what it feels like to hit it with 60% accuracy, right? You know the
Yeah.
sounds, you know the feeling, how long your mouse is dragging across the ball. Close your eyes and don't try not to spend too much time getting into the flow state. Try to make it shorter and shorter, maybe 5 or 10 seconds max. Because remember, you're not trying to meditate. You're just trying to get in a quick trance. You're practicing getting into it, not staying in it.
Might be hard at first, but I'll try.
A little bit better. Close your eyes again.
Thinking too much.
You're thinking. Just feel. Feel. Don't think.
Feel.
Feel. Breathe in slowly. Hold your breath. And exhale slowly. Do that once or twice. And then get back into it. So imagine yourself hitting a higher score. That's all you have to do. Just imagine yourself hitting a higher score. Imagine yourself being the person who does that. All right, let's get into it.
Okay. Well, let me clean my mouse pad.
Soften your eyes. Nice and relaxed. You have all the time in the world. Focus on your breathing. A little
Okay.
bit better. That's good. Cool.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. You are at 54. I want you to imagine the sounds of hitting 80%. I know it seems astronomical, right? It seems like
Okay.
a huge leap. I just want you to think about that and what that feels like. How loose you are with the mouse, how tight you are in the center of the circle. I want you to imagine like the best in the world. Imagine Matty OW and how he plays. Okay? All right, let's do it.
Okay. It's kind of hard to like imagine with such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's about getting into it. We're practicing getting into the flow state. You are the best in the world right now. Cool. A little
Better.
better. Cool. So we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna take about 15 seconds.
Okay, hold on, give me a
Okay.
second. Okay, let me close my eyes now. I think I'm breathing too long. Or
Maybe.
too quick.
Yeah. Slow it down. Slow everything down.
I need to slow down.
You have all the
Yeah,
time in the
hold on.
world. I just want you to imagine you're the best player in the world and that this is easy. I just want you to practice as if this is easy. You've
My
done this
problem
a
right now is
thousand times.
uh thinking about the breathing technique and trying to think about being the
Don't
best
think. You're
player in the
thinking, again, you're thinking, remember, you're
world.
doing Watson nodes, right? Do it as a group.
Okay.
You're trying to think about one leaf on one side of the tree and another leaf on this another side of the tree. Take a step back, right? And imagine it all as one tree. Like fuck the leaves, right?
Okay.
Fuck like your hand, fuck all that shit, right? Group it all together and just think about the center. Focus on like a total feeling, right? In your
Okay.
body.
I'll try that.
Don't focus on multiple things. Just focus on one thing. Maybe your breathing. Just focus on your breathing. Like fuck the scenario. Just focus only on your breathing and just feeling that flow state. Okay?
Oh, and then I could just like do like one and another one like another time.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Breathing
one thing
technique.
at a time. But right now, just
Okay,
focus on the flow state. Fuck everything else. Just the feeling of the flow state. I'm telling you, that's the
okay.
trick.
Try that. I'm gonna close my eyes in 3, 1. I'll try. Hmm. Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
I heard my phone dinging in the background.
Yeah. Try it
Do you
again.
think that can mess it up?
Maybe. Yeah. But again, okay. So the thing is, though, stop for a second. Okay. So, like, I, you can make all those connections, right? Just by focusing on one thing, right? Just
Yeah.
focus on the one thing, just one thing, you know?
So you think in this scenario I should just like only focus on my breathing and just let everything else be flow state?
Yeah. Everything else. Like, literally,
Hmm.
don't even think about, like, okay. So everything I've told you, just don't think. Okay, so I think we need to go in the opposite direction with you specifically. Instead of thinking about like all the leaves, just imagine you're looking at a tree, right? And the tree is
Yeah.
really blurry. You can't even see leaves. That's what I want you to imagine now. I just want you to see it as a shape. And I just want you to focus on your breathing, and then that's it. Let's try it again.
Okay. Let me get into the flow state.
You can take as much time as you want. And the cool thing is, the better you get at this, the less time you'll need.
All right, I'll try. Hmm.
You're thinking, just focus on feeling.
Yeah, I'm thinking too much.
You're thinking way too much. So again, so this is
Yeah,
the best you've done so far, but again, you're focusing on thinking. Don't think. I want you to feel. Just
I keep thinking
feel.
of too much stuff.
I know exactly. Like this is hard,
I
right? But the thing is, if you can learn how
yeah.
to do this, is literally what focus is. Focus is doing one thing and not doing anything else. That's it, right? So,
Okay.
like instead of focusing on all, like just focus on the feeling. Let's try it again. Take as much time as you want and just focus
I
on the
just need to
feeling. Now,
only focus on my
here's the deal. I
breathing.
want you to think about the feeling that you have when you trip up, right? Around like 40 seconds in, right?
Yeah.
And what that feeling is like, and then replace that with your flow state. And imagine yourself getting back into the flow state right away. Okay?
So what I do is like I just like think of my breathing and then think of like well I don't know. I look at the target and I kind of think of that as well.
Yeah, it's
So
okay. But like
okay.
around the 40-second mark is when you start to like kind of trip up and you start getting in your own head. I want you to
Yeah.
imagine like getting back into the flow state, right? Because like in Apex, right, you start missing your shots. That's you're gonna panic, right? It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you need to learn how to get back into that like calm flow state again. Okay? So we're gonna practice
Okay.
that. All right. So you are
Okay.
going to mess up. You're going to like get out of that flow state a little bit. Just dip your toes back in the water. That's it. Just get back into the pool. Okay?
Get back into the flow state.
All right. Take your time. Say whenever you're ready.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
It was
300
kind of
more.
hard at like the 10-second mark.
Yeah.
I did good. I got out of the flow state for like 1 second, then I got back into it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Apex. Fuck this. See? Easy peasy.
Okay.
Yeah, right? It works.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. This is the shit. All right, let's get into Apex.
Okay. That's insane.
It's insane, right?
Yeah.
This is like concentrated practice. Takes a little bit, but
They don't
once you
teach
get
you
there,
these in the school.
dude, you can do this with anything. You can do this with
I know, right?
anything. Anything. Not just mechanical stuff, like learning, right? If you're trying to learn a new
Yeah.
language, if you're trying to learn anything, this is the trick.
Hmm. I might be a little confused on how to do it if
You'll figure it out.
bartering, but maybe I'm just thinking about it too
You'll
much.
figure it out. Just try to feel it, right?
Yeah. And also this will probably make me more calmer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you want me to play?
Just play pubs. Hop or team deathmatch. Yeah,
Deathmatch.
let's do deathmatch.
What do you want me?
I don't care. And I want you to pick a gun and then just let's say if it's a tracking gun, I want you to think about one clipping, right? If it's a sniper or nemesis or whatever, like think about one clipping with that, you know?
Okay.
If it's a sentinel, think about hitting your shots. I just want you to like
Actually,
dip yourself into that pool, like that feeling, right?
yeah, I actually whenever I have like a tracking gun out, I usually do think about one clipping, but sometimes that maybe I'm just bad.
Yeah, just get back into like I just want you to try to maintain flow state as much as you can.
Okay.
That's what we're working on. We're not trying to focus,
Yeah.
we're not trying to work on your technique, right? Because there are three things you can iterate on. You can iterate on the thing itself, the technique, like how you approach the technique, right? And yourself.
Hmm.
So like you can for in this case you can focus change your aim, like your actual how you're aiming in that moment versus like your process and how you aim. And then the hardest thing, but the most important thing is yourself, right?
Hmm.
So if you can improve yourself, right, and how to get into that state, everything else will get better. You will improve at
Okay.
everything so much faster. This is the secret sauce.
Secret sauce.
Secret sauce. Two PBs in like what? 5 tries?
Yeah. I'll try car. Car's a tracking gun.
Yeah. All right. Just okay. Listen. Think about flow state. Focus on your breathing. Nothing else.
Okay.
It's okay. You definitely should have healed when you were on the low ground. By the way,
Yeah, definitely.
because
Well, he
there's
had conduit.
doesn't matter. There's no
I
reason
forgot.
not to heal 'cause with the
I'm
double.
on Newcastle.
Yeah, this is around Newcastle. And try with the charge rifle. Think about flow
Yeah.
state. With that feeling.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
I thought too much there.
Yep. Don't just
I'm like
focus
thinking
on
about
your
the
you're
mouse.
thinking. You're thinking. Just feel.
Yeah. And
Like you saw
feel.
that there's an enemy to your right. Feel that enemy. Don't just think. Feel, 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 feel. I want you to feel the cover. I want you to feel the enemies. See, there are two
I
there.
can't really do much there.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Prioritize mid range first, and then get into close range. Because you have this, like this is actually just good for anything. You should always try to prioritize mid range before you get into close range. Don't use a battery with him. There's no reason to use a battery.
Oh,
There's no reason for you
very
to use a
true.
battery ever with Newcastle in this update.
True. I just need to use the.
Flow state, Just get back into it. Back in the pool. Think about good decisions, using cover, and then incorporating that
Ooh,
into
I
your
know.
flow state. Absorb everything into that flow state.
I usually don't play cover in these.
Should always have cover. Should always use cover in TDMs.
Yeah,
Always. That doesn't mean hide.
that guy played cover.
Yeah, you should just use cover. You're building bad habits if you're doing otherwise. It
Okay,
looks like
try
your
that.
double cells don't apply in this mode, which just honestly makes sense. Good one
No, they
flip.
do. Oh, they
Nope.
don't. Never mind. I thought they did.
Should heal.
Yeah.
Just think about it like not even think, like feel all the things that you would normally think about. Just feel and just focus on your breathing. It's like it's the thing that centers everything together.
Okay.
Breathe. Nice and calm. All your decisions should connect.
I thought I killed him. Did I no rig that last shot?
No, you just didn't hit your shot.
Oh.
You hit most of your shots.
Yeah.
All your decisions shouldn't feel like they should all feel like one thing, just all flowing together.
Okay. I like heard that guy the last second.
That happens.
I know, but I feel like I wouldn't hear that. That was like, that was good.
It should feel fun getting into flow state. It should never
Yeah,
feel tiring.
it does.
Like somebody who I really respect said that like if he's like challenged intellectually, right? He's like exhausted. Like I think it's quite the opposite. Almost everybody I've like talked to who's grown at something and like is obsessed about something about like getting better, they get excited about shit, you know?
Oh, I do, yeah.
It should feel like freeing. It should feel like play. It shouldn't feel like work.
It's kind of harder in Apex
Yeah, it is.
because like you're
But
focusing
just
a lot more.
yeah, just focus on your breathing. Like I just want you to feel shit. Like you know, your brain already knows like what you're supposed to do, right? You don't need that.
Yeah.
Like just focus on connecting them all together in that flow state. One giant blob of a tree, right?
Oh.
Fuck the leaves. Fuck the tree. It's just one giant blob. It's
Okay.
all part of the same river.
One giant
Cover usage, aim, all of that is just rocks in the river, dude. You are the river. Calm, everything nice and calm. Nice and calm. Super smooth. It should look easy. It should feel easy. Just get into that trance state. Flow, flow, flow. Nice and easy. have all the time in the world.
Oh, game
See?
over.
How'd that feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah. And if you're having a bad
Definitely.
day, if you feel like you're groggy and shit, this is a great way to get into it, you know? Just it's gonna take you a couple
Really?
tries, but like it's a really great way to like control your own mental state, right? So
Yeah.
if you can get into the flow state like 10 times a day, man, like just as many times, even for if it's for like 5 seconds, right? I just want you to practice getting into it. And then like
And then it'll
learn,
get better.
yeah, you'll get better at maintaining it and getting better, and you'll feel yourself getting out of it, out of that flow state, and then you'll kind of pull yourself back under the water, right?
Okay. Let's try again.
And then what the cool thing is you'll feel a mistake and you'll know what the mistake is, but you won't like dwell on it for 5 years. Okay?
Yeah.
You're
True.
just gonna feel like, oh, okay, yeah. It's you observe that you made the mistake, and you're like, okay, yeah, I just won't do that again. You don't have to like, even if someone's yelling at you, they're like, parkour there. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's I should have used cover. It's
Yeah.
all one flow. Just like, yeah, okay, I won't do that next time. Just something to think about. All one flow state.
Learning.
Learning. Flow, flow, flow.
Give me a volt. It's not a volt. Might play Pathy because it's faster.
Who knows? Figure it out.
Yeah.
You stay there in that position for too long, you know,
Yeah, I did.
and you put yourself in a disadvantageous position. You literally put yourself on low ground. So now you know what you did, right? And just incorporate that. That's one leaf. Just put that a part of your tree, right?
Okay.
Nice little one clip. You're reloading in the open. It's just another leaf. Good though. Good recovery. Try not to reload
I
in the
probably could have
open.
played better cover there.
Yeah, for sure. Try not to reload in the open. You
Yeah, I
know,
wasn't trying to. Being pushed.
there we go. You sensed
No,
that though. You sensed it. That was good.
I did.
That was good. You acted
Yeah,
before you even, yeah, that you grappled before you even like knew what was happening. That was good. You should feel shit.
I heard him.
Yeah. Feel it.
Yeah, I
What's
don't know
cool
if I could
is
done much there.
it's okay. What's cool is you can like if you make a mistake, you can like you can visualize how you're going to play that differently next time. That's all you gotta do.
Ooh.
Just change the
Can you
leaves.
visualize without closing your eyes?
Yeah. But try to do it like if you're in the game, obviously keep your eyes open, but between games, just practice visualizing it.
Okay. Well, that's a bad spawn.
Yep. Just play around. And it's like much more fun to play like this. You're literally just playing, you're fucking around. I want you to try to get
Yeah.
more angles. You're just like doing the same angles over and over again. You're obsessed with this one
Okay.
path here. Try a different path.
Okay.
Move. As soon as you shoot from one angle, get a different angle. Completely different.
Like this.
Yep, just like that. You should never stay at one angle because they know where you are. And then that means they can react to you.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, good bad.
yeah.
How am I alive?
I don't know. mean, you kind of like flew yourself in there. So you want to go from
Yeah.
cover to cover, corner to corner. And you try not to use your whole mag if you don't need to, you know, if you feel like it's okay to use it sometimes, but most of the time you don't need to. Just burst fire and move. If
Okay.
you have no info, move. There we go. Good recoil control. Move. We're staying in one place for too long. Get more information. There we go. You're taking your
That
time
felt
with your
pretty good.
shots. That felt very good. Each shot was purposeful. If you like, you literally, if you missed one shot, you would have died, which is great.
Shoot and move.
Move. When you ADS, I want you to go into hip fire with the. There we go. Just like that. You stay
I
in
don't know how I
ADS.
didn't die there.
It's because you hit your shots.
Yeah.
That's it. Not too crazy. As soon as you ADS, get into your hip fire. You don't need to. You don't need to ADS that. See? It gives you more mobility. You're standing in place when you're ADSing like that.
Okay.
See?
Was that better?
A little better.
Can you give me an example?
Nope. If it worked, it worked. Just keep doing that. You're asking for an example, but you just created one.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
mean like
like,
that?
yeah, sure, yeah, fuck it. It worked, right? So just keep doing that. If it works,
Oh.
keep doing it. If it doesn't, stop doing it. You know, that's it.
Hmm.
See, you're already looking for approval, and you're looking for like, you know, don't think about it. Like, if it works, cool. If it doesn't, just don't overthink it. Just feel it.
Yeah.
Feel. Focus on your breathing.
I'm in a bad spot.
Back into your breathing. Get back into your center. Meditation, they call it the center. Oh, that guy's just insane. So are you. Well done.
Killed him.
Yeah,
I haven't been focusing on my breathing much. Is that okay?
it's okay.
Kind of just been playing. I got
What?
like a lot more to focus on.
Yeah, if there's something, just focus, like the breathing helps you get back to your center. If you feel like you're getting out of the flow state, you know, and you're focusing too much on
Oh.
one thing, go back into your breathing to
Okay.
reset you. But I would recommend just focus on your breathing. Even if like what you're doing now works for you. Just practice breathing when you're not in trouble, you know, when it costs you nothing.
Okay. That's bad. I might be dead here. What is pineapple soup?
Send your breathing and the flow state. You're in one place for too long.
Yeah.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. That's it. Should not be there for much longer. Move. You just got scanned. You have to move.
Oh.
If you got scanned, you should move. Because they know where you're going to be.
Oh, I didn't see the scan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's far away.
Cool.
Hmm.
Is R5 on right now? So let me see if their server's on right now.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, hop on Karma. Let's see what that looks like.
Okay, I'll try. Are they on?
Yeah, Karma's on. T-Bone, just go into just watch the video up until now. It's almost been 2 hours, but yeah,
What video?
somebody commenting.
Oh, okay.
All right, going to R5.
I'm waiting for EA to launch. It takes forever for some reason.
Exit out of Apex. That way you're not, double dipping on your GPU or CPU.
On. Okay. EA. NA's back.
Mm-hmm. You put it back up, but it's like an old version.
Oh, that's fine.
I didn't want to put it back up, but Elmo felt bad.
All right. Let me see. Um, I'll just do screen one. Okay. Just focus on breathing.
Yeah. Focus on breathing. Everything is just a leaf, right? Everything is a leaf. You are the tree.
I'm a tree.
We're
What?
focusing on you. Oh, press refresh servers.
That's amazing timing.
Well, that sucks. Go to EU. Hold on.
Ah, gotta go to EU.
Looks like that server crashed. Let me.
It'll be back soon, I think.
Oh, shit. Let's put that server back up.
Is it back?
Oh no, just go to EU.
Okay.
I'll
I'm on
put it
EU.
up later. Whatever.
Sure.
Visualize yourself and just focus on that flow state. Nice and calm.
Okay. Wow. I do not like the ping.
Deal with it. Don't be a pussy.
Doesn't feel nice.
Your shapes are too short.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
I should ADS so.
Nope. Fuck it. Yeah, don't
No?
say it out loud. Just breathe. Just focus on your breathing. Fuck everything else. Even anything I say. Relax your eyes.
They wouldn't.
Take your time. There we go.
It's hard because sometimes we're like teleporting.
Mm-hmm. Deal with it, dude. Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
So again, we're not trying to like even if we're changing your strafes, we're changing your aim, all this shit. You know what I mean? Like your precision, your jitteriness, your smooth, whatever. Who gives a fuck, right? All that stuff is like it's just leaves on the tree. The only thing we're really changing is you, right? So like all those
Okay.
scenarios you play in Kovacs, they're just like leaves. All you're doing is just like changing the color, or you're replacing it with a bigger leaf. That's it. The thing that's
Leaves.
you is you and your breathing in your flow state. That's it.
Okay.
That's the thing you want to cultivate. That's the thing you want
I
to
need to
improve at.
see if NA's back up.
Nope.
Hmm. That sucks.
I mean, the other servers are up, but no one's on there right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, everyone just went straight to EU. All right, I'm gonna end it
Hmm.
there. That's my lesson for you. today. Listen, I know, like, okay, this is going to be an issue with you where you learn something and then like 5 months later, you're like, oh, I forgot I learned that thing. You know, you, if there's one thing I want you to focus on, it's like your flow state and being calm, right? Getting into that flow
Okay.
state and then connecting things on your own, right?
Can you write that in my DMs?
No,
Okay.
I just want you to feel, okay?
Flow statement.
Flow state, just flow, flow, flow. That's all I want you to work on for the next month. Just
Okay.
flow, getting into like a trance-like state. You're forcing it. Use your
Yeah.
own movement. You're focusing on your aim. Just focus on your flow. Fuck the aim. Fuck your performance. Just focus on your flow.
Okay.
All of these are tools for you to get into your flow state. That's it. Okay? You are focusing on the leaves. If you're focusing on your fucking aim, you are focusing on the leaves. Focus on you, your breathing, how you feel.
Focus on breathing. Okay.
That's the difference. See? Feels better, right?
Yeah.
Just focus on you. Like, fuck your aim. Fuck your strafes. Just flow state. Should feel easy.
Okay.
See? See? It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. You're focused on aim too much. See? You're getting in your head.
Yeah. I was trying to focus on flow state, but it was a little harder.
Yeah, it's a little harder. So you know what it feels like when you're kind of get out, like when you're kind of knocked out of it, right?
Yeah.
Get back into it. Again, like like how you know if you're not in flow state is if you're thinking. That's it.
Oh,
You
I was in flow state, I think.
Yep, you were. And then sometimes you just don't hit your shots. That happens. But you just like
Yeah.
you bring that as a part of the flow, right? Sometimes the river hits like a giant boulder, right? And it slows down the river a little bit, but then the river just keeps going. That's what you want to be. You want to be the river. You want to be the tree.
I want to be water.
Water. Be like water, my
I'm water.
friend. When the water
Yes.
flows into the cup, it becomes the cup.
I
When
think
the water goes into the river, it becomes the river.
I
But
read about that's in
yeah, it's
Art of
Bruce
Learning.
Lee. It's Bruce Lee.
I've actually never seen any Bruce Lee movies. I want to watch one, or like I want to watch like those type of movies. They seem fun.
He has like a couple good books that are really, really good, actually.
Oh, he has books.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and there are books about him. I when I was young, I was around, how old are you? Like what, 15, 16?
How old am I right now?
Yeah, like you're a kid, right?
17.
17, yeah, you're a kid.
Yeah.
So when I was younger than that, when I was like 14, I like went to the library and I stole like the Bruce Lee book and I had it
Oh
for
no.
fucking years, dude. I was not a good kid, but I was just like I didn't have money, you know what I mean? And I was just like
Yeah,
I might have been like 13, I might have been younger, but I stole that book and I like held it and I just held it forever. And I read
that's
that thing
funny.
like back to front over and over again.
I remember when your car story.
Which one?
Um, I don't really remember. It's like if I don't know if you got into a car crash and your friends.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in a couple car crashes. But the one
Oh
where he
wow.
was like the next day he was just um like the death one. That story.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. I guess this is how we die.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I guess this is how we die. I just fucked with him so hard. But, you know, you accept your death. That's it.
I don't know what he was thinking.
And then, like, there's like nothing I could do in that moment, you know? Like, it's important to like fight against death. You know, there's nothing more natural than fighting against death.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm water.
ooh, that was good.
I was water there. Now I'm lava.
Shut the fuck up.
Mo.
All right.
Okay.
No, that was good. That was good. Yeah, just like add your own metaphors, use your own language, build your own thing, you know? I just want Parker, I
Okay.
just want you to start thinking for yourself, man. That's really it. Like I think that's
Yeah.
one of my biggest because I've known you for what, almost a year now, right? And
Yeah.
like
Long time.
you just go to everybody else for answers and like you take the answers, but you don't really do anything with it, right? And I want you to
True.
start developing your own way of viewing the world, right?
Okay.
I want you to develop your own thinking. Because like the whole thing with Jeet Kune Do is take what is useful, remove what is useless, and add what is completely your own. The thing is though, you've done the first part and you do a little bit of the second part, but you never do the third part. You've never
Sorry.
added.
I'm sorry.
So
What's the third part?
take what is useful, remove what
Take
is
what's useful.
useless, and then add what is completely your own. You have forgotten to add what is completely your own. Okay?
Ah.
That is your new phase. That's what I want you to
Okay.
focus on. Focus on yourself, focus on your breathing, build your own way of viewing the world. Like if I died tomorrow and all the people that you went to for information about how to improve died tomorrow, how would you improve? Right? How would you create your own
Mm,
answers?
I haven't really done it that like recently. I don't remember. I don't like you. I think you are the last person I've talked to for like advice. Let's say.
Yeah. But that
Or
could
do you
just mean
know?
you're
Or
autopiloting. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
yeah,
probably.
yeah. Having watched your games occasionally, you definitely like we're on autopilot. So if you want to improve steadily, like what happened, like what real growth is, it's like steady improvement and then like an epiphany, right? It's like slightly you're going up, and it feels like a plateau, but you're barely moving. And then you get this epiphany that like you connect two things together that you never realized that were that important, you know, or
Yeah.
something that you already knew is just more important now than it ever has been.
Okay.
You got ping diff so hard there.
I know.
Thank God you're not jumping as much. Holy fuck. When you were in
I
like
only did that in the Japan server.
yeah, when you were in Japan servers, I wanted to murder you. Like, what the fuck?
I
This is
was
the
messing
opposite. I
around.
know this is the opposite of everything we've learned. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I was so pissed, dude.
I was just like practicing with the like what the Japanese are doing.
Don't. They fucking don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. They're all
I
just
know.
copycats. Holy shit. Maybe
Uh,
there's like literally two, maybe three people on that server who can move like that and actually like aim at the same time. And one of them's Doki. And he does it for lols. So like
that's exactly what I was doing.
yeah, I don't ever want to catch you doing that shit again. I was so pissed.
I can't.
I
I can't
remember
see.
I would like stand still and I would just like one clip be like, what the fuck is happening? I was so pissed. All right, I gotta go. I need to get some work done. I'll catch you later.